What is up, guys? Welcome everyone to a new Goldmaking video. So in this one I'm gonna be showing you what I think is one of the best Transmog gold farms that you can be doing at the moment. And in this one we are not gonna be chasing for one or two items like we usually do, but instead we are gonna be chasing for a full Transmog set, right? Now this Transmog set is gonna be mostly valuable items, but there's gonna be a few exceptions of items that I'm not really sure if they are valuable or they are kind of really worthless, right? So keep that in mind, but majority of them are gonna be valuable items, right? So let's take a look at some of these items. Actually, I'm just gonna show you all of them together, right? It's gonna be better to see the full set. And as you can see, this is the full set. It's a classic timeline transmog set. It looks really nice for such old items. I like the dark style on the helmet and on the shoulders. The shield I'm not a huge fan, but the shield is actually one of the items here that I don't really think is that valuable, right? You can still try your luck and try to sell it on the auction house, but I don't think this is gonna be the big ticket item here, right? So yeah, let's talk a bit about these items, right? Now, these items, all of them are gonna be dropping in the same location that I'm gonna be showing you. Now, they can also be dropping in some other areas, but this is probably the best farm, at least the one that I know of, to farm this, right? The one where there's higher chance of the mobs dropping the items. So you can have quite a few of these saltstone items in this farm, right? Now the thing with these items is that some of them, like this one, for example, like the saltstone gauntlets, they have a unique appearance, right? Which makes them more valuable. But there are also a few others that are just sharing their appearances with a few other items, right? However, these items that are sharing appearance with some other items, most of the times, as you can see here, they are sharing them with items that are blue items, right? The rare items, which are generally harder to get them to drop. So, you are still on the right by farming this, even if they are a short appearance, because you are farming the one that is the easiest one to get to drop, right? And then there are a few others that are also sharing the appearance with some green item. But from what I have seen, the best ones to, like, if you want to just farm that appearance, it's much better to farm it here than if you try to get the other, the other items, right? So yeah, you can see there are quite a few. The prices are the prices are gonna vary a lot, right, from one realm to another. For example, in my realm, you can see that this item is the most expensive, the gauntlets, and this one, for example, is 30k. But I have seen in a lot of realms that the surcoat is more expensive than the gauntlets, right? Just to give you an example. So don't take too serious the prices; they are gonna vary from one realm to another. And even if I'm on a realm which is full of competition, full of people posting these items, generally speaking, because this is the biggest one for the Horde in the US region, I'm still noticing that the prices here are relatively high. Not sure why it's happening. Maybe it's a coincidence, or maybe it's whatever. But yeah, probably in some other realms, like in your average realm, probably the prices are still even a bit higher, right? But yeah. So, anyways, that's for the Saltstone items. I also wanted to add a few epic items that you can get them to drop here. There's the Nightblade. You can see it's a sword that looks really beautiful with this Batman thingy, right? And then you have the seals, the Green Tower, which, well, it's unique at least, right? Not the coolest seals in the game for sure, but not really ugly one either, right? So these are epic items that are technically wall drops, which means that you can basically get them to drop in a lot of places on the game. But I just wanted to add them because I feel like a lot of people do not know that you can get this type of wall drops. Just wanted to show you a few, right? There are quite more others that you can also get them to drop, a lot of other wall drops, but I don't want to make the farm focus about that stuff. So just wanted to mention that you can get a few of these wall drops, right? Okay, so now having said that, now I'm gonna show you the location of the farm. Location of the farm is gonna be here on Kalindor. This is the Horde continent. You wanna come here to the Thousand Needles, and in the Thousand Needles you wanna come here to the bottom right, to the South Sea Holdfast, and in here you can see there's like a little cave, right? The farm is very simple. All you wanna do is get into the cave and start killing these big guys here, right? if you look at the minimap, you can see the full size of the cave. You can see it's really not that big, right? It's relatively small. And I recommend you to farm this in a group, right? You can farm this solo, it's possible, but it's not gonna be as efficient as in a group. And I think this farm is really nice to do in a group because you don't really need to have like a perfect group, you know, of like 5 people with the speed set or anything. If you have like 2-3 people in this one, it's gonna be much better than doing it solo already, right? And if you have 4, you're probably gonna have almost the same results as if you were running this on 5 people, right? Because you can see the cave is really not that big. Yeah, there's a guy here. This is a boss, right? You might as well kill it. It's not really relevant to the farm, but you might as well kill it. There are some chests, but you know they are just decoration, right? You cannot really open them. So yeah, you can see I'm basically doing kind of the full circle as of now. These guys here. That boss doesn't really drop any special item. So I mean, you might as well loot it, right? But you're not missing anything. Just normal drops. As you can see, we are getting close to the outside. You can also see there are some other, like, of course, there are some other green items that you can get in here. This one, for example, has a region sale average of almost 1000 gold, and it's also a unique appearance, which I did not know about this one, to be honest. I wasn't aware of this one. Looks nice, right? Looks relatively interesting. Looks like has some bone daggers in here or whatever that might be, right? Looks nice. But yeah, you know, like if you are looking up to get a lot of transmog items, you know, on the autumn house, right? Of course, you can go for the saltstone, but as you can see, there are some others that you can get in here, right? And then on top of that, you're gonna have the wall drops, right? So this is a very complete transmog farm, and really easy to do and really efficient to hyper spawn, right? Like two or three people, and you're gonna be constantly killing the enemies already, right? And constantly spawning them, right? So yeah, that's pretty much the video, guys. I hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to consider leaving a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And I'll see you in the next one. I hope you have a good day. Bye bye.